Will be a great demonstration. Let's get one more thing caught up into this mix, and let's do it. Look how ridiculous. Hello guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank y'all so much for all the support on the Ark series, guys. As always, if you do enjoy the videos, give me some dap on that like button to show you support for the series, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos, guys. So, who out of you guys started looking at my witch's hat because it's cool, and then noticed that I was holding a spyglass, and then saying, oh, that's how we got that cool angle, and then noticed my Pteranodon's eye just like moving? It's the creepiest thing in the world. Anyway guys, I hope y'all are having an awesome day. I ended up doing this, so I'm going to show y'all how I got this cool angle, and the way you get, I'm imagine you guys like to get screenshots just like I do. Let me take one before I mess this up. There we go. So if you go to your, let's see, let's how to do this. So I'm not in my hotkey right now, okay? I'm zoomed in on my Pteranodon. So you zoom in, and then you go into cave mode and you zoom out as much as you can. Well, maybe not as much as you can. Well, yeah, as much as you can. And then you hit the hotkey for your spyglass. And then you can turn all the way around. And it's really cool the type of angles that you can get with this. So you can do a lot of stuff. You can get in the grass, kind of get this look going. Really get close. It's very cool. You can look you can actually look underneath if you really want to, which is kind of strange, but if you really want to see inside your beak's nostril, inside the nostrils or your beak, then you can get on top too. Really cool positions. Anyway guys, this episode, if you couldn't tell by now, is going to be all about Pteranodons. Something that I really been wanting to do is this Pteranodon that XB gave me, which I named Pteranodon, is going to be a battle bird. So right now I haven't altered Pteranodon stats at all. Level 166 was its base stats. It was the offspring of two perfect tames that XB had, and Pteranodon's base stats are, hold on, let me crank this gamma down just right quick. Gamma 3. Okay. Pteranodon stats are health 1080.5, stamina 1020, oxygen 570, which doesn't really matter, and food doesn't matter either. Weight 210, 427 for melee, and 136.5. Now, from what I noticed, movement never changes. Movement is always 136.5 based on a Pteranodon. So I did tag it so that we can keep track of it. And what I want to do is start applying some levels. Now, the first thing we're going to do, I think, we already have such great melee. We do want to bring that up, but stamina is going to be very important too. So let's see what kind of stamina we get. So we get about 100 points per stamina. That's not bad. I think 1500 stamina is going to be a good starting stat. The rest of the stuff we're going to probably go into a few thousand health as well, and then we're going to start melee. And the reason I want this is I really want to be able to attack things. Like, I'm always so scared to lose my Pteranodon. So my movement speed, like Archangel right now, is that almost 170 movement speed. So it's not the deal that I want the fastest in the West. Plus, because movement speed is not a stat that is you can manipulate, I think any Pteranodon can get up to those incredibly blinding speeds or whatever. So Pteranodon is going to be a battle bird, and today I want to take it over to the North Island to train it. So the first thing I'm thinking about doing is painting it. Now, I don't know what color I'm going to paint it. It does have beautiful colors. The orange is a very cool color. It kind of looks like mud. So if I was to take the, I guess you can say green, kind of like I have, but like the mud and green, it might be cool if I could change some of its colors to green. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'd like it to kind of match my armor. At any rate, we're going to head to the North Island and see what we can do after I go get this yellow drop. Everybody always wants me to get yellow drops or drops on camera, and somebody even asked me the other day to do an episode about getting drops. So I don't think that's going to be a thing, because I think that would kind of be a boring episode, or take a lot of editing. But I could probably do some montages later on. But I will try to stop for yellows and reds relatively often, so you guys can see, and laser attachment and a blueprint for a silencer attachment. I also kept a few of the drop blueprints that we already had. If I take a look at my inventory here, you'll see that I had an electrical generator, a metal door, and the ramshackle trike, and the one that I just got. So a couple different things that I got. By the way, I do need to sit down before I leave. I need to put these obsidian pedestals that I got from last episode. I forgot them in my inventory, and I don't want to weigh down my Pteranodon. So I'll be back with just you guys in a few minutes as soon as I hit. What is that? That looks crazy. Is that painted like that? It is. It's pink. I don't know what it is, but at any rate, we're going to head to the North Island. I'll meet you guys there. So since we are on the North Island for this episode, and I was talking about drops, I think I'm going to try to grab some for you guys as we train today. So let's go ahead and land here. Now I did gain a level as y'all saw in the last clip, and I applied that to stamina just like I said I would. So we're up to 1400. I did a little fight just on the way over here, and it really was kind of sad. Blueprint dinosaur gate. Trash. It was really kind of sad how fast I ran out of stamina. So I don't know if 1500 is going to be enough. It might even need to be bigger than that, but we're gonna see. So what I'm looking up for here until I get some stats up is the easy things I can get to, like groups that are already preoccupied with one another, that are on these huge like pile-ups. That's what I'm gonna be hoping for. I'm gonna try not to sprint too much here. Also, with all of the Argents, sometimes how they pile up too, I'm going to try. So it looks like there's nothing really here, but there's a lot of dinos right there that I can possibly fly through. Let's see what I can do. Okay, I got hit. I don't know if I got hit at all. There's a corno there too. I'm gonna try it. What's my torpor on this guy? Torpor is 1308. Man. I'm scared, you guys. I don't know how it's gonna go down. Alright, let's just try one quick one. Alright, I didn't take too much damage right there. Okay. We're gonna dip in and out just like that. Can't get too close. Make sure my torpor doesn't raise too high either. The thing I want to avoid doing is getting stuck. Okay, killed something. Only a saber tooth. Now they're preoccupied a little bit. See that? That's what I'm hoping for right there. Wow. That felt kind of good. It was scary, but it was kind of good. Let's pump stamina again. Alright, and actually, before I get too ahead of myself, let's heal the stamina. So this is like a risky way of training, but it's also a fun way. Very fun. Alright, can I land here for a rest? There we go. Alright, it looks like we took about 25% health there. We're going to have to raise that significantly as well. Let's use remote use on these things and get my health back up to a reasonable level. We're going to get plenty of meat here too, so we'll be able to do this as much as we want. And it's not all going to be this boring. Alright, 973. I think that's probably good right there. Well, I'm out of meat anyway. Alright, let's go back in for another rip. Let's do it. Gotta be careful in that water. Gotta be careful, torpor. Turn around. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. This is always dangerous when this can happen. Alright, I'm in flak, so it shouldn't be that bad. I really have to be careful of that water, man. That can be a huge problem. Alright, so It looks like my weight's already full just from doing that little bit. Let's go ahead. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to get attached to any of this stuff. Oh, wait. No, that's the... I have to keep Pteranodon's tags on me so I don't forget. All right. Let's drop all that from inventory. And let's go ahead and put the meat back on him. And we should be good. All right. So, that was the little game with the spin move. Okay, let's see what we can do as far as mitigating damage from one of these guys. What is its level here? Only a 12, so I don't really have to worry about that. Can I get on top of it and stay on top of it? It looks like I'm taking damage here. I am definitely taking damage. So it's not quite as easy as like a Rex or something. Okay, let's try the air brakes method. Ah, that seems to work really good. So air brakes right above it. The downward attack looks like it has a pretty good reach on it. So we have our 1500 stamina that we said. Let's start pumping health to make it a little bit safer. 300 points at a time really isn't bad. Alright, I see some origins over here. I think I'm going to be able to do pretty good with these. As long as I can get on top and stay on top, it shouldn't be that bad. They hitting pretty hard. Maybe the spin attack is my best option again. That way they don't have time to just peck on me infinitely, you know? Also, I want to get down this strike down. When to use it. You see how I missed one right there? You can start from pretty far away. Like that. And they never really have the chance to hit you. Yeah, I think I like that method. Okay. So, 1372, 1664. Yeah, that's going to be a nice addition. Let's remote use on some of these. Do I need to stop, take a rest for stamina? Yeah, probably so. Where's a good spot for me to stop? So I'm going to continue doing these little methods until I find something a little bit more unique, guys, and maybe do a little montage for you guys. Woo! What a run, you guys. So, let me find a safe place to land here, and I think I'll show you where I'm at. I've been doing an extensive amount of training, and Pteranodon is now level 200. Yep, we started out at 166, gained about 34 levels since then, and I started off with the same strategy that I kind of talked about. I got the stamina up to 2,000 instead of the 1,500 because I found that the 1,500 was just too low for the length of fights that I was usually getting in, specifically on this island. The health, I capped out right at 4,000 only because I didn't need to pump another point in it. I don't get anywhere close to death on anything. This might change when I go to start fighting maybe alphas and stuff, but for the most part right now it's pretty good. I wanted to make sure that my melee damage was at 1,000 because I carried the stamina and the health until probably for a good little while without changing my melee at all, and it seemed to take a little bit too long to kill stuff, which without enough damage you don't really mitigate the amount of damage you take when you're in a big scrap. So I can show you a little bit of how well, I mean, you saw it in the montage and stuff, but really and truly guys, this bird is extremely powerful. I don't know why I call it a bird, but the Pteranodon or Pteranodon, as most of you refer to it as. They call it pterodons on our server for some reason. Like a lot of people refer to it as pterodons. So I'm not even gonna do any special tricks or anything. I'm just gonna go in here and show y'all kind of the stuff that I was showing y'all before. Not even worried about specifically diving through or kiting or anything like that. I'm just gonna stay up here, let them just tank all the hits. There's bats flying around me, 2 cornos. Already gained another level. A scorpion was hitting on me for a little while. And, I mean, I'll show you my HP. You see what I mean? I only lost a few hundred points. Still have plenty of stamina to boot after all that. Gotta kind of be careful around here because... Am I in K mode or something? Alright. Alright, bat. The water kind of got a hold to me there. Alright. But as you can see, like, Pteranodon is fine with that. Like, hardly any damage from that. And, I mean, around here, it's so easy to just, like, take a little bit of meat and just kind of refill what you need. Now, that's not doing anything to try to protect myself or be more careful or anything else. When I am trying to be careful and do stuff like that, I can take on very, very large groups without worrying. Oh boy. Can I just really just please sort my inventory and get my health back? Alright, so after all those fights, we're at like, we had lost about 500 health, which is nothing. You know what I mean? That heals naturally, but I'm just trying to speed it up for demonstration purposes, I guess you could say. Alright. And it took me, I would probably say around an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to this level, guys. I didn't do constant leveling, and I wanted to make sure that, like, by the time I finished last night, I was a little bit tired, so I decided to continue it this morning. And the big update's supposed to be out today with all kind of new stuff, so that's going to be interesting. So where do I take my stats from here? I think the best bet would probably be to work on speed just a little bit, just to make it a lot of fun to actually fly around. I think 150 is going to be plenty for speed, to tell you the truth. I don't want to get it to where it's so slow that I don't want to take it into places. I basically want it kind of like a different kind of Argent. Like I take Archangel everywhere, so I'd like something a little bit different. And this hit and run stuff that we can do with this particular dino is absolutely amazing. Let's check on this again. So that's another thing I didn't show y'all. Let me get up in the air. Wait, let me check the island first. Okay, 4 cornos. This is going to be a pretty good fight. Let's see. Or was that... Oh, that's actually more than that. Okay, so this will be a great demonstration. Let's get one more thing caught up into this mix. And let's do it. Look how ridiculous. Look how ridiculous. This is a battle bird, ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful example of what Pteranodons can do when properly trained. I am very, very, very proud of myself for this. Like, it's a very, very nice addition. And this isn't even powerful as they can get. XB was telling me that the egg that hatched right after that is extremely strong in comparison. So really, really cool stuff. I'm still in the market for a female. I might do a little bit of Pteranodon raising myself, but I wanted to show y'all what it was capable of, like demonstration. Another thing is, after all of the drops that I collected, I could show you my entire inventory. I kept everything that I got. As you can see, it's just all meat and stuff, and I've been dropping all this stuff. But look, this is what I got. So in this order, we got Dinosaur Gate Blueprint, a Primitive Pike Blueprint, a Metal Trapdoor Blueprint, a Ramshackle Chitin Blueprint. We got 2 saddles, 1 Primitive Anklo and 1 Primitive Turtle. We got a Metal Wall Blueprint, a Silencer Attachment, Refining Forge, Metal Sign Blueprint, and a couple of water jars to boot. Also some chitin pants, some other metal structures. Gotta have the medium crop plot. We didn't get any compasses today, but oh man, it's just, like I said, it's a pain, guys. It's a pain. We did get a laser attachment, so that's pretty cool. So I suppose we could have came out worse than that. But anyway, I'm going to put that in the file cabinet with the rest of the junk that I accumulate from doing these drops. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't check more drops on camera when I do, because it's usually a really, really lackluster. So let's head over to the barn. I'd like to show y'all a little bit about the origins and stuff and some of the settings that we changed with breeding, and we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, we're back at the barn, and I just stopped for one last blue drop right before I got to my house, and guess what I got? You guessed it. Compass Blueprint. I knew I had to get one. Anyway, guys, we're back, and we changed the breeding timer. So some of these you can see, like the cooldown timer for Hot Dusk, for Hot Carrier is still like 2 days and 20 hours left. But we changed them. They're much, much different now, but it hasn't reset any of the current timers. So we're going to have to wait on most of those, but Dusk is ready. Dawn's ready. I'm sorry. So I want to breed Dawn with the Argentavas that I just got the other day, the Perfect Tame. And we're actually going to call the new Argent Swoop. I need to start naming these, by the way. Actually, no, I don't. Not yet with the Z. It's fine. Okay, so Swoop is going to be our new male Argent. He's going to be our new stud, I guess you can say, or Drake. I think that's how you say it. If it's a male bird, it's a Drake, I believe. So anyway, that's what we used to call male ducks, at least. And speaking of male birds, the Dodo Rex has appeared. So anyway, we're going to take Swoop and bring him in to the Love Shack with Dawn. Now, hold on, you guys. Don't get in too big of a hurry here. Let's make sure that I have the tags on Swoop. Actually, use item, Swoop, and I already have his stats posted up. There we go. So there's Swoop's info. And now we'll be able to compare. And I'm sorry it's a little bit bright. I know it's like crazy here. Okay, so we're going to breed these, and then we're not going to do the baby episode here. We're just going to get an egg. But in the next few episodes, because the update is today and I won't have time, but in the next few episodes we're going to do some more Argent breeding, and I'll be really, really interested to see what goes on. If we take a look at Dusk Dawn, which was the offspring of Dusk and Dawn, you'll see that some of the stats that we had just showed you, let's see, I have them still in front of me. The health on Swoop is 1798. The stamina on Swoop was 2700. The oxygen was 465. The food was 7400. The weight was 504. The melee was 441.9. So you can see that the melee is so much stronger. I mean, there is a significant level difference as well, but really and truly is going to be very, very interesting to see what goes on. Now, Dawn, I didn't get to record Dawn's initial stats before adding some levels to her, but you can see some of them. I know I never added to stamina, so there's definitely a stamina difference there. I've never added to oxygen or food, so there's huge differences on that one as well. I'm hoping that the extended stats aren't like food, so because that would kind of suck. But you can see melee is 280 on here too. Now, if we were to take another female, because Swoop is the male, okay? Let's take a look at another female, for instance. Let's look at Carrier Pigeon. No, Carrier Pigeon's a male. Let's look at Hot Wings. So, Hot Wings, I added quite a bit of melee to her already, so we wouldn't be able to tell that. Stamina it was a low-level bird at the beginning, but you can see some of the stats that are really, really, really low in comparison. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is, but this might be a whole new start of breeding with some strength and Swoop. So let's get this party started here. Let's go ahead and enable wandering and enable wandering. Oh yeah, wait, let me close my eyes, you guys. I don't want to look. Alright, they're finished their business just about. And Dawn should have the egg momentarily. And this is what I want to show you. Look at the cooldown. So the cooldown is now 18 hours and 50 minutes, which is absolutely amazing in comparison to what it was. That's going to be really, really cool to work with. Now we'll be able to do some serious breeding, and that's what I'm interested in. Let's go ahead and take these guys off Wonder. Disable wandering and disable wandering. All right, and they can come out the pen now. Cool. Well, that's exciting. I'm really excited to know that we're gonna be able to have some really, really interesting Argent breeds. Hopefully we could get some real high levels. I'd like to get a base 200 off the bat. I know it's possible. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to give me some tap on that like button to show your support for the series. And you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.